President Zalinski of Ukraine strikes back with full force against Donald Trump, the Trump regime, and Vladimir Putin, who are reportedly working in cahoots. Zalinski rallied world leaders, forming the coalition of the willing, from Europe to Canada and Australia, bringing them together virtually to respond to the United States' effective partnership with Putin to try to orchestrate the surrender of Ukraine. Just 7 days ago, we reported first on the Midas Touch network. Before anyone else was talking about the ambush, Trump and Wittoff attempted against Zalinski. We brought the receipts. 7 days ago, Zalinski checkmated Trump, as the ambush orchestrated by Donald Trump backfired spectacularly. A meeting was supposed to take place in Istanbul, Turkey last weekend before Erdogan, and Zalinski showed up. Wittoff did not, because Zalinski learned in Europe about Wittoff's covert actions. We speculated that Wittoff was conspiring with Russia and Putin, and we were correct. Bloomberg released the transcript of a call on October 14th between Wittoff, Yuri Yusakov, and Kirill Dmitriev, two top Russian agents, showing Wittoff acting as a de facto Russian envoy. Wittoff fed Russia information about when Zalinski would meet Trump in October. This allowed Putin to call Trump and undermine the planned meeting. Wittoff, Trump's envoy to Russia, advised Moscow on the best ways to manipulate Trump. From the transcript, the 28-point plan of surrender, presented as a U.S. plan, was handed from Russia to Wittoff and Kushner, then to Trump. Trump said, "This is my plan." But Zalinski responded, "Not today, Donald." Zalinski worked closely with European allies and the coalition of the willing, making it clear there would be no dictation over Ukraine's alliances. Ukraine will decide its NATO membership in consultation with NATO, not as part of a forced surrender. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte clarified, Russia has no veto over Kiev's bid to join NATO. German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius warned in the Bundestag, any forced capitulation of Ukraine strengthens Putin and encourages autocrats. He outlined 3 principles. No unilateral territorial concessions, a strong Ukrainian army backed by security guarantees, and full involvement of NATO and EU allies in decisions. Peace through capitulation is a betrayal and a blueprint for future aggression, a direct rebuke to the Trump regime's peace through strength rhetoric. Pistorius added, the geopolitical chessboard is shifting rapidly. Alliances are uncertain. Europe must redefine its position, as we cannot rely on the United States alone. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz said, Europe is not a toy, but a sovereign actor. European affairs must be decided with European consent. Agreements imposed by major powers without Ukraine or Europe's input cannot create lasting peace. Germany increased support for Ukraine in its 2026 budget by $3 billion, bringing the total to $11.5 billion. An additional $170 billion is planned for infrastructure, supporting Ukraine's winter resilience after Russian attacks. Frozen Russian assets will be used to support Ukraine. Putin must understand he cannot win at Europe's expense. Zalinski's speech highlighted global unity. Russia's war against Ukraine continues daily. Every day, lives are lost, cities attacked, energy infrastructure targeted. Diplomatic efforts are ongoing, but Ukraine still requires defense, security, and resilience support every single day. He thanked all coalition members, Europe, Canada, Australia, Japan, for standing with Ukraine. Security decisions must include Ukraine. Europe, Canada, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, every nation deserve input. When decisions are made behind backs, they fail. People must decide their own future. This separates us from regimes like Moscow. Zalinski stressed ongoing negotiations in Geneva, ready to work with Trump, Europe, and partners with capacity to assist, while facing the reality of Russia's daily attacks. Ukraine cannot demobilize until Russia demonstrates a genuine end to aggression. Defense must remain strong, sanctions maintained, and frozen Russian assets leveraged to bolster protection. A memorandum of understanding will formalize coalition support. Former Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kba described the 28-point plan as laundered from Russia to Wittoff, then Trump, attempting to force Ukraine's surrender. Yet Zalinski and Europe resisted. Kba noted Wittoff proposed Putin call Trump to preempt Zalinski's visit, effectively aiding Russian strategy. Demonstrating inside Trump's team, Russia's influence was ongoing. Another leaked call shows Russian agents Yusakov and Dmitriev coordinating to pass ultimatums disguised as U.S. proposals. Copying Russian ultimatums confirms their origin. Garry Kasparov criticized this approach, emphasizing Ukraine's crucial defense role. Not about weapons alone. Are you willing to fight and die? Ukraine defends Europe's freedom. NATO is failing if it cannot protect them. Ukraine is fulfilling NATO's destiny. Kasparov underscored the absurdity of negotiating deals benefiting Trump personally, at Ukraine's expense. Peace must be through strength, not capitulation. Trump exposed himself for weakness, while Zalinski rallied Europe and the coalition, resisting attempts to impose surrender. Reports of agreements are false. Ukraine did not capitulate. Until documented agreements are signed by Russia and Ukraine, there is no deal. Even in unrelated diplomacy, Trump mishandled negotiations, giving F-35s and semiconductor technology to Saudi Arabia without receiving commitments, merely enriching his family through private funds. Follow this channel for full updates and continued coverage of Ukraine, Europe, and global security developments.